Okay, says we are live. Hopefully that is correct. Hello and happy Friday. It is Friday, so TGIF vibes today. I know that Kit Kavanaugh has stream this afternoon, the 5K Friday. Sarah Cannon usually has the coffee chats. So we're gonna try to not run over too much today. No guarantees, but we're going to try and not to overburden ourselves, and also so we can stream hop all we want this afternoon. Let's see what else. Probably going to go over to Bestie's house tomorrow or Sunday and clean out her fridge. Because she's been gone for almost 2 weeks now. It'll be 2 weeks, like as of either Saturday or Sunday, I think, that she will have been in the hospital. So I'm gonna go clean out the fridge. Yeah. At least that's the plan. We're sort of coordinating to make sure we can get the key and all of that. Because technically it's still her mom's house. But anyway, so we will have a little adventure for that this weekend, hopefully. And then hopefully also get a good amount of writing done. I'm on the tail end of this project. So then I'll be able to swap to one of the other projects. And that's essentially about a week of leeway so that I can get started on the other project early, which would be nice. So how are we doing? Are we doing good? Are we feeling energetic because it's Friday, or are we tired because we've had the whole week? How are we doing? Also, we are doing laundry today, so hopefully you won't hear too much of that. Stacy says, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. Welcome. Are you recovering a little bit more from your return from vacation? Hopefully so. Monique is here. Hey, y'all. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Monique, I'm sure you will know. Again, I'm not a huge Swiftie, but I know that rumors are going around that there's a new album coming out soon, or at least some new songs. Do we have a date for that yet? Also, if you are into Florence and the Machine, Florence dropped a new song, which means an album is hopefully coming. Yes. Yeah. Okay. That was what I was like. I know there was some sort of like podcast thing involved. Okay. Is there a date? Is there a title yet? Life of Sugar. Okay. Gotcha. And it's coming out October 3rd. It's not a rumor. It's official. Excellent. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Stacy says, somewhat. Yesterday you didn't even get on the computer and you went to bed early, so you're feeling better today, but still tired. Gotcha. Yeah. Recovering from vacation takes a while sometimes. So, excellent. I'm glad you are on the mend energy-wise. So that's exciting. Let's see. What else is new? Not really anything. I went and returned some of the beads that I had gotten because they were not round, so they were not the right shape for doing the tutorials of like learning the basics of beaded stuff. So returned the ones that were not the right shape. Got some smaller ones. Ordered some hopefully smaller thread from what I could tell. So I have some stuff coming tomorrow, supposedly. that is the appropriate thread. And also some earring findings, I think is what they're of a different shape, so that I can make some different types of earrings. So Kate says hello, and TGIF. Hello. Welcome. Hopefully your Friday is going well. That would be very nice. Monique says, I uploaded my current version of my X is a Vampire onto Kindle Create, and today it will be focused on fixing up the formatting. Excellent. Good. Good. Alrighty. And if I'm remembering right, you're doing the ebook version, or are you doing a print-on-demand version as well? I'm trying to remember what you had said about that. I feel like it's mostly ebook, but I could be wrong. Did I show y'all my September bullet journal? I think I did, but I can't remember. It's like browns and yellows and tans. Okay, yeah, so it's going to be Kindle print on demand, ebook and paperback. Excellent. Yeah, I think I showed y'all this, but I'll show it to you again. So I've got the sort of like aspen birch and some mushrooms. Then I've got some fountain stickers. So I'm excited. I am excited. I think I remember watching one of the recent Planner Pals podcast episodes with Jess and Mark, and Jess mentioned that when she sets up a new month, oftentimes her brain's like, oh, I don't want to work in the old month. And I feel that is sometimes very true for myself as well. So it's nice to know that I'm not the only one that has that. Come on. Let's maybe get back into focus. There we go. Yeah. Kate says, love those stickers. We went to Canmore last week. And now you're catching up on Lost Sleep yet too. Yeah. Vacation recovery, right? You need a vacation to recover from a vacation. Yeah, sometimes it does feel like that. Let's see. We have the poll for today. This is August. I think it's this one. Yes. Okay, so yesterday there was or Wednesday, I should say, there was a rumor. Today, your main character gets a secret message to meet at the bridge. Who is the message from? Is it from the antagonist? Is it from the love interest? Is it from the double agent? Or is it a message that was actually meant for the side character and your main character wasn't supposed to get it at all? Or your main character was supposed to pass it along and is just curious? So who's it from? Who is the message from? That is the question. The poll's actually giving you ideas for a story. Excellent. Good. I'm glad. That is sometimes the purpose of them. Sometimes they're just meant to be silly, and sometimes they are meant to give us ideas or to have us consider our characters a little deeper or a little bit more shallowly. Some of the questions are pretty superficial. But yeah, so there's that. All right, let's get the doggos, and then we can be on our working way. I do have green tea and ginseng and honey tea from the Arizona company. All right, so That's my hydration for right now. Not sponsored. I wish I was. They're a pretty honest company in terms of like they decide to keep their prices the same, which is very nice. And then you can occasionally get it for slightly cheaper, which is great. Okay, so Thursday's doggo is named Stink. We're not sure of the origins of his name, but perhaps it's because he covers himself in whatever delicacies that the ground has to offer. So here is Stink. I feel like Stink would definitely be covered in absolutely everything. So, and then we have for today, we have Bobby. He's thinking of whatever trick to do off of the diving board. He's really trying to impress the lifeguard, but he's been thinking about it for 20 minutes. There is a line. Still 13 out of 10. So here's Bobby, who is contemplating what trick he should do as he jumps off the diving board. So there you go. And Monique says, don't forget the daily card. Yes, because I did forget that last time until the partway through. Okay, we have the grasshopper. Grasshopper, and the grasshopper is upright. Main message for the grasshopper is to take a leap. It's number 30. Here is our grasshopper friend with its crown. More of a big old locust, but whatever. Take a leap of faith. Right now, you are poised to jump into the next level of your life and to move forward into something even better than you could have imagined. When the grasshopper appears, it is a fortuitous time to take a leap into the unknown, for the grasshopper represents the innovative spirit that says, why not? And has faith in the powers of creation. You are being called to trust that this is the right time to go with that idea, relationship, or situation. Take risks, for abundance in all forms will show up for you. Wondrous things await when the grasshopper appears. You are not going to go backwards, so listen to your intuition rather than your fearful ego that resists any change and clings worriedly to what was. Luck is on your side. Jump up and forward with confidence, for the spirit has so much in store for you if only you would take that leap. So there you go. There is the card for today. Your kids love the Arizona green tea. Yeah, it's nice. I think I prefer this particular blend, the fancy blend in a can, rather than like the peach iced tea or the lemonade. What is that? What is the lemonade and tea? Is that Arnold Palmer? Something like that. So yeah, but I think I like the green tea best. So the Page of Swords. Ooh, nice. Nice. That's how you for the grasshopper. That's how you felt for the last few days. Kind of looking up business plans. You'd love to be your own boss, selling crystals and books in a coffee shop. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. So yeah, creating a business plan for that would be fun. Of course, you have to figure out where the wholesalers are, and figure out what is. You'd have to get a range of different pieces. You'd have to figure out where your store would be. Yeah, so you have a lot to figure out, but it could be very fun. It could be very fun. Monique says 2 days ago, you did a 3-card pull. Oh, that's right. Also, today's the new moon. So if you're going to do a tarot reading for the new moon, today's the day to do it. So 2 days ago, Monique did a 3-card pull, and you got the Eight of Cups, the Magician, and the World. Ooh. Okay. Somebody has always told, several people have told me that the major arcana, when they pop up like that, you are sort of like you are at a decision point, because the major arcana represents bigger changes and the minor arcana represents smaller things. But with both the Magician and the World, both of those are like huge potential cards. So yeah, interesting. Kate says, I would love to support local as much as I can. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. Kate says, yes, this is true in terms of the major, minor. Those cards are powerful, so keep focus on the purpose of them for yourself at this time. Yeah. But says, I always feel happy whenever I pull the World. Yeah, because the World is a really good card. So yeah, I would say that's a good card. Good reading for those 3 cards. Monique says, feels like a good sign because you're going to be setting up your pre-sale soon. Excellent. Yes. Very exciting. Okay. Let's get going. I do have a little bit of work in my journals to do, and then I will be in the document trying to get these last 2 stickies. If I can get at least one done today, that'd be great. That'd be great. Okay, let's do this. So we want to start with, should we start with the hedgehog? Or the otter? Start with hedgehog. It's just so cute. How can we not? Okay, and put the banner up. Monique requests the otter today at some point. Okay, excellent. Will do. We will do the otter. All right, but let's start with the hedgehog. So 1, save your document, or go ahead and bring it up. 2 is make sure you have something to hydrate with, and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How did we do? Did we do good? That's the question. Hopefully so. Here's the. Okay, let's check and see. It says I got 907. Of course, this is revision, so not all of that is new, but I will still take it. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to open my existing tracker, not a new document. Thank you. Okay. How did you do? I feel like mine was a nice chunk of progress. Sometimes all you have to go on is vibes. So the vibes were good for me. Monique got the front and back matter of your Kindle Create copy done. Excellent. Also, your brother made sourdough bread and you toasted slices of the bread and spread almond butter on it. This is going to be your lunch because Pope Leo is calling for a fast today. Okay. Fasting is always tricky for you because of food allergies. Yeah. Yeah. Plus, it's still really hot outside, so making sure that we are healthy has to happen as well. The way that you fast is sticking to just breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No snackies. Gotcha. Heather says hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, finished a blog that you're going to share. Next, you're going to work on the work in progress, chapter 25. Excellent. Funky says, wow, actually here early for that entire sprint. Wow, you are early. Did you get your work done early, or are you waiting in between meetings? Did a meeting get canceled? And the most important question of all, do you have coffee? It's a little earlier than normal, so do you have coffee? Heather is popping in for a bit. You want to do a few things in regards to your special stream tonight. Excellent. Good. All right. I feel like I can just dive right back in, and hopefully that'll be good. That'll also give me a chance to go check on the laundry during the second sprint. But yeah. Rachel says, our power's out for almost an hour and a half. Ooh. But came on about 15 minutes ago. Whew, and thank goodness. Yeah, thank goodness, because you're approaching the hottest part of the day. So, yeah. Hopefully it stays back on. That would be nice. Because AC in Florida is very nice. Funky says, I normally take a late lunch, but events conspired to make you go early. Gotcha. Okay. Well, the conspirators are on our side today. Also, don't forget to vote in the poll. Your main character has gotten a secret message from somebody to meet at the bridge. So who is the message from? Is it from the antagonist? Is it from the love interest? Is it from the double agent? Or was this a message that was intended to go to the side character and your main character was not supposed to see it? Okay, let's do this. You did have a couple storms roll through. Yeah. Well, because the hurricane is off the coast, right? So gotta watch how that is rolling in. Let's go ahead and do the otter, and then we will do the red panda for our third. Don't forget that second sprint is the self-promo sprint, so make sure you do your self-promo. Funky says mine would be a message from their alternative self in a parallel universe, which could be very fun. Could be very fun. Stacey says, I think I'm going to sit down and listen. I'm getting a headache behind one eye. Oh no. Oh no. Migraine, go away. Is there an anti-migraine song? Because I mean, there's the little like rain, rain, go away. Migraine, migraine, go away. Come again, never again. That kind of thing. All right, let's do this. 1, save your document. 2 is make sure you have something to hydrate. Take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. We are making a good bit of progress. I am not entirely sure. Here we go. Okay. Now we got to do math. What did I get last time? 907? Okay. So it says I got over 1,000 that time, which is great. And that was 30-minute sprint. Fantastic. It's been a while since I've had a 1,000-word sprint. Also, I got great news from Bestie. She was able to go visit NICU today. So she was able to see baby boy in person, hold him through the incubator box, I guess, which is great. Fantastic. Much improved her spirits, I think. So it's good. It's very good. Yay. we needed a bit of good news on her front. So yeah, it was good because she had some additional complications that they had to take care of. Either Tuesday night or yesterday. I think yesterday. So yay. It's very good. Because essentially she had complications that made it necessary to deliver baby boy much earlier than planned. So he was born 33 weeks, 3 days. And then they tried to do some less invasive assistance for Bestie that did not work. So they wound up having to do surgery. And she was at risk of some additional things like abscesses, essentially, because of what happened. And so she did, in fact, have an abscess that formed. So they had to go clean that out and put in some additional drains for Bestie. And in the meantime, baby boy has been in NICU and has had chest tubes put in for both sides of his lungs in the incubator box. But he's stable, which is good. I spoke with Bestie's mom yesterday evening, and baby boy has gained a little bit of weight back. So he is approaching birth weight again, which was not that much, but it's a good sign. It's a good sign. And the fact that she was able to go see him today is also a really great sign. So, yay. Excellent. That just makes me so happy. Because it's like we've been 2 weeks sort of like on tether hooks, just kind of be like, okay, is everything gonna look up? So it's been nice to get that piece of news. Let's see. Monique is going with 1.25 spacing, which is good because that is easier to read in terms of accessibility. You don't really want to go to double space because then it's like really big, but 1.25, either 1.15 or 1.25 is sort of like is good for accessibility reasons. So imagineenrich.blogspot.com. Kate throwing out the self-promo here. Excellent. Heather's self-promo is Heather's going to be doing a stream tonight with news about Necronomicon Tampa and an interview with author Elizabeth Schechter? Schechter. We have a shared passion, which is diversity and disability in science fiction and fantasy. Here's the link for that. Heather says yay in terms of the besties news, which is nice. Somewhat early coffee has been made. Excellent. Good. Are you trademarking the somewhat early coffee name in case you want to have your own coffee line at some point down the road? 190 words for Kate. Nice. Baby boy. I know. It's initially when we were growing up, she was like, she knew she was going to have a boy at some point. She was just like, I just feel like I'm going to be a boy mom. And her first baby was a girl. And she's like, okay. But now, then when she was pregnant, she's like, I don't know what I'm going to have this time. Because she always, with both of her children, she opted to be surprised at birth. So, yeah. So now she has one of each, which is great. Awesome news. Yes. I am so glad about it. Monique is almost done with your lunch, and you have spaced out 5 chapters. Very nice. Very nice. Funky sends some congratulation firecracker cones. Yes. Schechter. Okay. Yes. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to sort of like figure out what it could possibly be. But then people are always surprise me anyway. Because there are so many different cultures that sometimes it's just like there's no way you can win with the how do I pronounce people's name. Because there's always some sort of like intonation difference or that kind of stuff. So it is a fun game in some ways, but it's also very humbling. And as a teacher, I used to play it all the time because when you'd get the new batch of kids, or you'd get a kid assigned to your classroom partway through the year, there was a transfer, or schedules being swapped around, that kind of stuff. Yeah, always fun. Always fun. Heather got lots of admin done, but have more to go. You have a Substack to finish and more promo for the stream to do. Nice. Sam is here. Hiya. Popping in to hit the like button. Thank you very much while you prepare for your stream in a little bit. Ugh, emails. Yeah. But emails are better than meetings in a lot of cases. Emails are definitely better than a meeting. Yeah. All right, let's do the red panda for our third. We're running closer to on time today, which is great. Here's our newest timer, our red panda. So 1, save your document. Sam's like, yeah, no meetings. Nope, right out of those. Exactly. Nope. Not what I wanted to do. Control end, not control delete. Thank you. Dull red panda. Yes, Stacy's child requested the red panda. So we had to fix up a red panda timer for the benefit of all of us, but also for karma. So all right, so 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How'd we do? Um, Still trying to. Okay. I think I did good that time as well. Let's see what my total was before so that I can. Yeah, I did good. Oh, I put too many numbers in there. Let me do that again. Yes. Got another over 1,000, which is great. I've been missing those sprints. So I'm doing good. Doing good. How about you? You doing good? Hope so. Save. Save that. Save that. Control end. Let's see. Karma doesn't get home now till almost an hour after the stream normally ends. Oh, goodness. I was like, this feels like a really long bus ride. Because, yeah. Heather was commiserating. Your kid doesn't get home until about 5:30. Yeah. Yeah. Our bus route, we lived less than 4 miles from the school. And it would routinely take us an hour. And if the kids were acting a fool and the bus driver had to stop until we settled down, it was like an hour and a half. And we were the first ones picked up and the last ones dropped off. It sucked. She's on the bus now for about 45 minutes, up to 50 minutes, which partially drives you wild because you live 7 minutes away from the school, but you were almost sent her to the district. Yeah, which, like, it's, yeah. Yeah. Monster was even slightly late. Yeah, last year was 2:18. Yesterday was 2:30. Today was about 2:40. Yikes. Okay, yeah, you're okay. So your son's school lets out at 4 p.m. and he didn't get home until 5:30. Yeah. Yep, that sounds about right. But Heather did get more admin done. So yay. Lots of different things then. But you're going to bounce. Thanks for the sprints. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, let's see. Ooh, we have a tie. Does anybody want to vote real quick if you haven't already voted? I'm going to put the picture back on the screen. There we go. Okay, so when it comes to our secret message, we have a tie between the message being from the love interest or it being a message for the side character and not the main character at all. Then 22% would be a message from the antagonist, and 11% would be a message from the double agent. We just better hope that the side character isn't the double agent. Funky says, I ended up voting love interest. Gotcha. But still, it's kind of a fun question. So let's make sure we save our documents. Sorry. Save your documents. It's the 22nd, so if you're going to do something for the new moon, make sure you do that. And hopefully we will enjoy the afternoon/evening and have all the good things happen for this weekend, which would be nice. Also, if you play the Powerball, play responsibly. But I think the Powerball is like, okay, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So Saturday, the jackpot is over 700 million for the Powerball, if I'm remembering correctly. So again, if you're of age and inclined to spend just a couple of bucks, again, responsible, make sure you get a second. All right. Thank you very much. I will see y'all soon and have a wonderful day. Bye.